Forget every Singapore versus Germany comparison video you've watched.
Because one of these countries look perfect on Instagram and quietly ruins career.
And the other one looks painfully slow, almost boring.
But 3 years later, it suddenly makes sense.
And this matters right now because Germany's visa rules just changed for 2026.
Which officially ends the old debate of free versus expensive.
Can you afford the time?
Not just the tuition. Before we go deeper, this is not hype.
By the end of this video, you'll know which country fits your course, which one matches your profile, and which option can quietly backfire if chosen blindly.
We've seen students leave Singapore in under 8 months.
And we've seen students struggle in Germany for a year, then stabilize, get jobs, and never look back.
Same effort.
Different systems. Most students start with the country.
That's already the first mistake.
This decision starts with what you study.
Because Singapore and Germany reward very different skills.
Best for applied, market-ready programs, data science, applied AI, business analytics, finance and fintech, tech management hybrids.
Courses where company says, okay, this person can start next month.
Dominates core technical fields like mechanical, automotive, manufacturing, core IT, electrical, robotics, industrial AI.
Germany asks, what can you build for the next 10 years?
Not all Singapore universities are equal.
Public universities, NUS, NTU, SMU are elite.
Let's talk about eligibility for public universities. You need a CGPA usually 7.5 plus to 10. Strong academics, relevant internships, clear career story.
Acceptance rate around 5 to 15% depending on course. Singapore filters before entry.
Now let's talk about the tuition fees because public universities can cost up to 35,000 to 55,000 Singaporean dollars, which is total to 24,000 to 38,000 euros, which sums up to 21 to 33 lakh rupees. And private universities like PSB, Kaplan and SIM can cost up to 20,000 to 35,000 Singaporean dollars, which totals up to 14,000 to 24,000 euros, which means 12 to 22 lakh rupees.
Mostly 1 year intake per year. Miss it and wait a full year for it.
Private universities are easier to enter, but placements and visa outcomes depend heavily on how fast you convert skills into a job.
And talking about German universities, Germany plays the long game. Higher acceptance, tougher journey.
And eligibility, you need a relevant bachelor's degree, CGPA usually around 6.5 to 7, APS where required, English or German depending on course.
Acceptance rate significantly higher than Singapore, especially in public universities.
And the tuition fees for public universities can literally be 0 euros to 1500 euros per year, which means literally 0 rupees to 1,35,000 rupees per year. And private universities can cost up to 15,000 to 30,000 euros per year, which totals up to 13 to 27 lakh rupees. So best choice would be public technical universities, TU, and universities of applied sciences, FH.
Coming to intakes in Germany, there is a fall and spring intake. Fall intake is better internship and higher pipelines.
Now let's talk about your monthly living cost in Singapore, which can approximately be 1.3 to 1.8 lakh rupees.
Rent is the biggest pressure.
Living slightly outside the city center can cut costs by 20 to 30%.
Monthly living is around 70k to 1 lakh Indian rupee.
Studying in regional cities can reduce rent by almost half.
Same degree, lower stress.
Visas are where most students lose years.
So let's discuss that.
Singapore visa system. You enter on a student's pass. It's valid only for your course duration. No buffer period.
After graduation, everything depends on one thing. A job that's sponsored either on employment pass or S-Pass. Both are job-linked visas. No job offer, no stay.
Lose the job and the visa clock starts immediately.
Permanent residency is possible through the PTS scheme, but approvals are selective and competitive.
Singapore is about fast outcomes, high pressure, but with high risk if placement is delayed.
Germany starts you on a student visa, national visa, type D. It's valid for your study duration and includes clear work rights.
And after graduation, you automatically qualify for the 18-month job seeker visa.
This is Germany's biggest advantage.
That's right, you get time legally to find the right job.
Once employed, you switch to EU Blue Card or German Work Residence Permit.
Permanent residency is structured and predictable.
Blue Card PR in 21 to 33 months and is faster with German language skills.
Germany visa process is slower, more paperwork, but much more forgiving. In Singapore, part-time work opportunities are limited and highly competitive. It can be helpful, but not enough to cover living fully.
Whereas in Germany, 20 hours per week allowed, with better hourly wages and cover a large part of monthly expenses.
In Singapore, you get your first job in 3 to 6 months with average salary of 4 to 7 lakh rupees a month, and market strongly favors locals.
Whereas in Germany, your first job is in 6 to 12 months, with average salary 45,000 to 60,000 euros a year. And they have higher demand in engineering and IT.
Now let's talk about student life and reality. Student life in Singapore is fast-paced, competitive and excellent networking, and with high pressure.
However, Germany's students have slower lifestyle, independent culture and first-year loneliness is common.
Overall, neither is easy and are difficult in different ways.
So, Singapore?
Or Germany? There is literally no universal right answer.
Only the right answer for your profile?
And at the Student Helpline, we don't sell countries.
We help you choose with clarity. Course first, profile first, future first. For country-specific course list, real profile reviews and real student case studies, check our profile.
If this video helped you, like it, share it with your friends who are confused between Singapore and Germany, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.